Okay.
Never. Bruh.
Whoa. Hey.
Ah. We're
Hey now.
good.
Yes.
You're an all-star. Get
Go.
your game on.
I'm gonna beat you
Go play.
like it's 1949,
Mhm.
and you're some obscure sports reference that I hate.
Mhm.
Die now.
Mhm.
What? You're are you like making the you have something on your teeth?
I'm trying to, but way to like just say it.
What?
Wow, you're smart.
Did I get it?
No.
Is it really there?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
It is. The best thing is you got what I was saying, and instead of like fixing the problem,
Leave me alone.
it worked. We are alone now. Or are we? I don't know what's behind that door. There was something black. Maybe you have a cavity.
So, welcome to Brother on Brother, conversation between myself,
We should
Jonathan,
probably not call it brother on brother.
brother to brother.
This is not incest porn.
Shut up. It could be. So, don't forget, there's the camera. That's
Oh,
the TV camera.
I like looking at your face. It's beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm 26 and he's 20. We are a family of 4
6
sons.
Oh.
Let me complete my sentence. Holy shit. No wonder I never paid attention to you when I was in the family.
You didn't pay attention to me because I'm a middle child.
You are. So
And you're the
I'm the
oldest.
oldest of 4 sons.
Couldn't you tell?
The oldest of 4 sons, and he is one of the middle children. He's number 3.
Like the 3 amigos.
As in like first the worst, second the best. Joe, you got the hairy chest. Except my chest is hairier than yours.
Yeah, I've got like 4
But there will
strands of
not be a
hair.
demonstration today. Look at the camera, not the TV. You know how I know? Because every time I look at the TV, I can see you looking at it too. Anyways, topic for today: women. Joe, tell me how to pick girls up.
You have to squat down first.
I can pick up any girl that I
And
want,
You don't grab
as
them by
long
the
as she weighs
ankles.
120 pounds or less.
You don't grab them by
The
the
key
ankles because
It's to lift
that's
with your
just not good.
legs.
You have to grab them around the back of the knees and then squat up.
I feel like she would just flop backwards away from you.
No, because you grab it at the knees so that she bends and her butt's kind of like sitting like kind of on you.
On your
No, you have
shoulder?
to do it like
On your head.
you could do it that
you
way.
headbutt girls literally in the butt.
You could do it that way. I was going the
I
other way.
don't think. Maybe
But-
you should ask me questions on how to pick girls up.
You have broken knees.
I know. I use alternative
In
methods.
fact, I think that's your new Native American name. Chief Broken
The answer
Joint.
is I use elevators.
That's so lazy. You freaking American.
It's efficient. So,
I use cranes
just out of curiosity, even though you don't consider me a,
when I go.
I'm pretty sure you
whaling.
don't. You of all the people in the family, well, Phil's the brother right underneath me has dated more girls. Has he dated more girls than I have?
How many girls have you dated?
I dated 2 girls seriously, one for a year and a half, and another for 2.5 years, who I almost married. And then he dated, I think, 3 girls.
4, technically.
Well, there's the one that started with A. Then there's the one that started with N.
Then there was one after that that lasted like a month.
Oh, but I dated a girl for like a month. So I would have had 3, but I don't count her because, like, okay, I'm not going to tell the story, but it was pretty shitty.
Phil actually really liked that girl, but yeah,
Apparently she didn't feel the same way.
she was busy.
I
don't know.
Sorry, I'm too busy.
I never
to
know.
be
I only ever
romanced by
saw her
you.
once. She was cute. She was blonde.
That's why.
Because I only saw her once because she was blonde.
Yes.
Oh.
Exactly. So today we were at Sheetz, and
That's an awesome gas station for those of you not.
it's
in
like
our
it's like
state.
Wawa but for Pennsylvania.
And better because it's from
It
Pennsylvania.
is, yeah, it actually originated in well, we can't, did we already say the town that we live in?
It's your
In the
podcast.
previous-
Why are you asking me?
We live in the town where Sheets originated. We live in it doesn't start with an A.
And we don't live in the town where it's technically headquartered. Quartered.
We
Is it?
don't. Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
We do. No,
We
I
don't.
don't. But you, no, we don't.
No, we
We
don't.
live next to it.
Fist
Anyways,
bump!
yeah. So
We invented
were
the
at a
slinky
Sheetz.
though.
we were at a Sheets, okay, and so he and I are talking, just kind of like screwing around as we go. We paid for our food and went to go and wait for it to be finished so we can pick it up.
And then he
And-
notices me
and
noticing a girl.
No, I actually talked to you, and then I knew there was like a feminine presence to my left. Like in other words, when I noticed her, the girl in this is a story about a girl. I didn't actually go, oh, there's a cute girl, I'm gonna go position. Like I just kind of felt the instinct to like go in that direction because I knew there was a feminine presence there,
Yeah.
and
I
I like kind of like put it so that she was in our conversational bubble.
Yeah, I kind of got the feeling that you were giving her the impression you were circling prey
I do that sometimes.
by yourself. I thought women had to
Ladies.
circle the prey.
No. That's well, I don't even know any. You're not even going anywhere with this. You're just trying to make me sound creepy, which I don't appreciate. So screw you.
It's not
Anyways,
hard.
so we start talking, and like I know that she's aware of the two of us, and so, anyways, I'm the hotter of the two of us. Joe just can't pull off a beard yet.
Which is why whenever he talked to her, he opened up with talking about me,
Because it was fun.
and because he knew she was noticing. him.
Anyways, so I noticed Joe's in the power position, quote unquote, which is where
a
whenever
power stance.
yeah, screw you. Where in the military, where they stand, I think it's technically called at ease, where
No,
you stand with your feet
kind of.
slightly parted, you're just a little bit past shoulder width, and you have your arms, kind of like here behind you, and you're just like, like this. And I comment to him, I'm like Joe, you look like you're still in the Navy. Is that what I said?
Still, it was something like still keeping the military position or something.
Yes. And then I
Not-
turned, and then I kind of
not
like
the
like
missionary
half turned to the
position,
girl. I'm like, doesn't he
different.
look like it? And she's like, she like looks at him like, she's been looking for any excuse whatsoever to check him out and to like be engaged in this. And she's like, yeah, and starts
Told you.
giggling.
Any excuse.
And Joe's sitting there like, he's like, you checking me out?
It's because you made it
can't
weird.
say nothing. Because if I say something,
That's
I'll
not.
screw it
That's
up.
not at all what I was thinking.
trying not to smile.
I was smiling because she was cute.
You don't know.
I actually wasn't. I really wasn't. I was just like this.
He thinks he was like that. He thinks he
That's what I
was.
like.
No, you were definitely smiling.
I was like out of it because I was hungry and had.
Anyways, I practically threw this girl out, and I even took the dive where I made myself sound creepy by asking her whether or not she was in high school or college.
Yeah, that was
because-
really creepy.
Well, you have to no. It's
I
only
was
crazy
creeped
if you
out.
feel like you are always creeped out by everything.
That you
Okay.
do.
You are always creeped out by everything.
I actually kind of like
The
that one.
point is, I am sure you did creepy. Anyways, being the braver of the two of us, I actually engaged her in conversation because she's a human, like we're humans, and
I-
apparently some guys have problems with talking to girls.
I don't have problems talking to girls when I have something to open with. I had nothing.
You
there
don't
was
need
no-
an
There was
open-
nothing that I shared with her that I thought, hey, I could open a conversation about this. You noticing her, noticing me, shared a notification.
I didn't.
you
No.
had
Hold
of
on.
Me.
No. I did not notice her noticing you. I was aware that she was open to conversating with us. Like she wanted to be a part of our conversation. Whether she was interested in you or me is entirely. I hold that she was probably more attracted to me because I'm hotter I'm the hotter of the two of us.
Oldest child syndrome.
Yeah, as opposed to younger child syndrome where he just sits there and envies everything that I get. Anyways,
I'm not envious of anything.
you are
have.
totally envious of my six pack.
I see the joke there. None of you do because he's wearing a shirt. You can't see the joke there. The joke is you can't see the six pack.
You can't see the six pack. anyways, so I basically like get her talking to us, get her like giggling in our conversation, and I even like possibly make myself look like a creep to establish the fact that she is within our age range because she's attending college. And she had braces on, which means she was probably a freshman or a sophomore. So that was like right in his age range. And what does he do, Joe?
I think you should start.
I don't think you said a single word.
You should back up to where the whole conversation while we were in Sheets was mostly one-sided already.
That's not my fault that you weren't participating.
I told you I had just worked out and I was hungry and I was like, ew.
That's the reason why.
All my energy is like gone. I'm like a zombie.
Someday you're gonna get married, and like 3 days later you're gonna get divorced, and the excuse you're gonna give is like, dude, why'd she break up with you? Man, I like just worked out, and she said, "Hi, honey, I love you," and I was like, because I had just worked out and I was hungry.
I'd probably go, and then be like,
so you're like, what do you mean? What does it mean? What does mean?
She'll know.
Joe.
She'll know what
Joe,
means.
what does mean? Don't you love me?
She'll know what means after the first night.
Anyways, I just want to point out, like, you just so many like you were just like, well, I didn't have anything to talk to her about. Like, dude, do you think I had something to talk to her about?
You did.
I was like, oh, look, you're standing in a military style. Isn't that right? The girl, like, that's not even like you don't need like a specific, hi, the weather looks mighty fine. What do you think about about cumulus clouds? I stole the information from your brain by looking at you.
It was nighttime.
Exactly. That would be even more oppressive if she could keep up with that conversation.
Did you say oppressive or impressive?
Impressive. The point is, like, you don't actually need a topic of conversation, like, anymore. No. Like, okay, dude.
I don't like to post.
How often do like we get together to spend time, like just hang out, and I text you, I'm like, let's hang out, and inside your mind you're like, oh, I'd love to hang out, but I can't think of any topics of conversation between the two of us.
That's because we have a past and have known shared interests.
So you have to prove yourself human. You realize, like, humans are just human, right? Like girls are human. Like, they like talking about anything.
Yeah. Guys don't
like,
as much. If we're going with
no,
that,
we
it's
just,
like, oh, women like talking about everything.
No.
Guys like talking about things that are practical to them.
Not true.
I find that to be true with myself.
We're like doing like a faux podcast at 1 a.m.
Almost
1:30.
46.
Exactly.
44 because my watch is
My
fast.
point is this isn't practical. You can't say that guys are practical and only talk about practical things and then say
talking about women is always practical.
Yes, it is. Most guys don't talk about women, but the point is,
pretty sure most guys do talk about
look,
women.
Dude, you write poetry.
I haven't written poetry in a while.
But you did. That's not practical.
It's practical because it's a way
girls
for me to get out
love
emotions.
Poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people do, but girls especially.
What about women?
Qualify myself. Girls, women, ones of the mateable variety.
What about trans women? Do they like have more of an appreciation for things like that than men do?
Like, I think they would probably be busy doing other things.
Like getting stuff chopped off?
Maybe.
Okay.
You just took us into dangerous waters. I want you to know this is no longer this is like let's talk about women and also be as un-PC as possible.
Sorry, I didn't invite politics. I didn't invite the political correctness into our conversation.
I actually had to inform people whenever Miley Cyrus came out as pansexual. I had to inform people what that means because they thought it meant that she would just fuck anything.
I thought it meant she would only screw Peter Pan.
This is valid. This is a valid sexual identity. Yes. No, but I had to explain that basically
I would be pansexual.
Basically pansexual. When most people say pansexual, what they actually mean is one of two things. Either the more uncommon but most thought of thing is like they like something that's specifically non-human. So, for example, in the community, the dean had a weird fetish for Dalmatian dogs.
I thought you were talking about the pansexual community.
He
Not the
no. He
show,
he
the
gets called a
community.
weird pansexual imp.
No, I thought you were talking about the pansexual community, like the
There is no
LGBT.
pansexual community. Anyways,
I know, but that's what I thought when you said the
point
community.
is that that's what most people think of, but pansexual is a person who's just willing and open to date both a man or a woman, and or people identifying as men, people as identifying as women, or
Oh.
people transitioning.
So,
In other words, both cis and trans.
wow,
That's what
that
pansexual.
explains a lot about her.
And as opposed to like someone who is strictly bisexual, who would only date men who are men and women who are women, versus men who are women and women who are men.
So basically, pansexual admits that there's something messed up with trans.
No,
Well, it's admitting that they're not really women.
it's like no, it's
or
kind of like
men.
the opposite of TERFs for feminists.
You assume I know. all
Anyways,
these
we were
words.
talking about like dating girls, not like whether or not you're gonna run into a trap when dating. You know what that is?
No,
A trap? Really? You don't know what a trap is?
I don't know many of these words.
A trap is
don't
a
English.
trans woman with a penis.
Huh.
It's a trap. Does that?
I thought you usually had to go into traps.
I mean, it basically a trap is a woman who won't tell you that she's actually a trans woman until like you get to the sex part, and she's like, by the way, I have a dick.
Wow. I would hope I'd be able to figure it out by then.
I mean, I guess I would have preferred someone would have mentioned something. Like if we're getting to the point where it's like getting even slightly sexual, there should be like some level, like somewhere around the third or fourth date, there should be at least someone like look, you know, actually I go on OkCupid just for fun, like to meet people, to talk, to BS. I've gone on a couple dates because of it. I've actually run into about 3 people who openly identify as a trans woman. And like just on the profile, like the first paragraph, they're like, "Look, I'm I'm working on myself, blah blah blah. I'm a trans woman. If you're not okay with that, just go away, or just don't talk to me." Which I totally respect, because then like they put it out there, and then a person who's okay with dating a trans woman can then still message them. Whereas as opposed to getting into the conversation and investing time, and then finding out, and then having to have that discussion. It's just kind of open out in the open, and that it's already acknowledged, which I like.
I'm not on OkCupid. I can't comment on that. Why is this not picking me up? Oh, there we go. I'm not on OkCupid. I can't
No,
comment
that
on
was
that.
that was a good distance for your mic. Just over there. Just over. Keep it about 5 feet away. That's the appropriate distance. I'm
What?
actually too close. The appropriate distance for you is about 6 feet between you and the mic. So
I will pimp slap you.
you can't.
I will slap the
You're
pimples right
not
off
a
your
pimp.
face.
Do you have any questions about
Do you
women?
see my fuzzy hat?
What is your most? What is something that a woman has done that has ever completely confused you when they did it? Don't try too hard. Now.
I can't really think of anything.
When
Like I
has
said,
when
it's
has a
late.
girl done something that's totally flabbergasted you?
Like every time they talk?
That doesn't count.
Crap.
All humans communicate.
The only thought that's coming to my mind is like the most insulting thing a girl ever said to me.
What did she say?
I wouldn't be friends with you if it weren't for your hair.
I wouldn't be friends with you.
If it weren't for your hair. I had an awesome, I guess the term is Jufro. I've heard that. It's really a white afro.
Okay, so
It
full
used to be
disclosure,
lush.
when I was in did I say this last time? When I was in college, there were people who used to refer to me as Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, you said
Back
that.
when I had and now apparently he in high school has become Napoleon Dynamite while I was away.
But I was the more attractive one.
No, it wasn't.
I had better hair.
You did have better
Your hair just kind of was like, whoop.
My hair was so
Whoop.
bad. I mean, I tried growing it out in college. I had like this little ponytail, which
Did you really?
I did. I did. I
Are there
tried pulling it out,
pictures of this?
and but it only grew out like that far, and it would like curl up really bad. So I just had like this tiny little bob.
Is there pictures of this?
I even had like my male friends were hinting to me like John, hey, John, I really miss your old hairstyle. And now finally now I'm 26. Now that the balding is undeniable, like you can't really cover it up, and my hair is so short there's like nothing you can do about it. Now I just been like screw it and just like put my clippers like number 4 and just
yeah, I
just
need
totally
to get a
take it off.
haircut. Speaking about
do.
that, military cuts
I
are the
can
way
give
to
you a
go.
cut.
Nope, no, you can't.
Can make you more attractive to women.
I already got that cut 8 days after I was born.
How many girls have you dated?
No, I'm saying I got that cut to make me more attractive to women.
He got the $2 cut. I actually had a handicap. I was so attracted to a woman when I was born. If we're gonna go down this road, I was so attracted to a woman when I was born. God gave me a handicap, and it was like, you, John, when you turn 18, you're gonna start balding. That's right. Actually, the worst part is though, my dad had a full beard at 16. Our dad had a full beard at 16. And when was he bald by? 21?
I think he was bald by the end of high school.
Like 19. Like it was 19. Yeah, he had a full beard by 16, was completely bald by 19, but I'm stuck in the middle. I have like a scraggly beard, like this retarded like scraggle crap. And also I'm going bald, but I'm 26 and I'm not fully bald yet. But like I'm getting there. So like I got the worst. Like I would rather be full, like just like shaving my head and have like a thick, rich, luscious man beard.
I really can't see with the shaved head.
I tried it once. I legitimately had when I this is still not related to girls, but when I shaved my head just for fun one time,
somewhat related to a female.
I had people thinking that I was sick. Like one of my friends, I went to church, and one of my friends didn't see, I didn't get close enough for her to recognize me. She saw me from afar, and she was like, "Oh, he must be really sick. He must have cancer. I'll pray for him."
What was the other comparison that was made there, John?
We're not going to discuss that here.
Okay.
We're not. Okay. Anyways, we don't need to go in that direction. Anyways,
women.
I later realized, yeah, don't shave your head and go bald until you have someone go down to like just stubble or something. Then let your head tan a bit. Otherwise, you will look like you have cancer for about a month until you go out and tan your head.
Yeah,
that's something I learned the hard way. Okay, so what has been your most recent romantic adventure?
I flirted with a girl in Norway. That was about it.
Oh, that's right.
I kind of flirted with the waitress at Marzoni's the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cute.
But see, here's the problem.
She didn't eat meat though.
Here's the problem with waitresses.
They flirt a lot.
They basically they're not necessarily flirting with you. They're flirting with your pocketbook most of the time. Like how you know that a waitress is flirting with you and not just just trying to be nice so you'll give them a good tip, is like there are specific things like they'll start dropping hints and sharing private details about themselves, right? So like for example, if a girl's really attracted to you and she's good at flirting, like in the span of a couple conversations, she might let you know, like, yes, I'm single, yes, I'm kind of looking around, hey, you're kind of cute, I have a stable job and an apartment, and basically like the basic signs of like, hey, I'm mate worthy. You could totally mate with me right now if you wanted. But like it's more subliminal than that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Just in case. Do not
do that.
Do not walk up to a girl and be like, hi, you seem mateable. I too am mateable.
What? I should just
let's mate together.
I should just put that on Facebook afterwards, John.
Yeah, you know what? Do that. Do that. That you will have so many girls after you.
See, the thing about the girl in Norway though is they don't necessarily expect tips.
No,
because they actually pay fair wage.
Yeah. Well, here's the interesting thing though, is like when you convert for price and everything like that, you actually get a better deal in America the prices come out relatively the same, like roughly like 80 to 90%, versus 100%. Like it's literally like maybe 10% off. But here's the big thing: is American restaurants give you way more food than European restaurants.
And that's why we're fat.
In part, yes. Well, there's also the sedentary lifestyle, which is more important. I mean, look, McDonald's has been out since like what 1950s, 1940s.
50s, I think.
It's been out for like a long time, and it's only been in like the last 20 years. It's not like kids were still eating McDonald's, back in the day, and there was an obesity problem.
I don't know if I saw many McDonald's there. I think I saw more Burger Kings.
What, you mean back when you were in the 1950s?
No, in Norway.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of 7-Elevens.
I was gonna say, I was like, yes, I don't remember a lot of McDonald's when I was in the 1950s.
There were a lot of 7-Elevens. Strange.
Granted, I only spent a week there in my time machine, but yeah, I don't remember very many.
Spent a week there? Wow,
Yes.
I spent at least 3.
Well, sorry, I was a little
Months.
busy in the future.
I think it was 3 months. Huh.
Anyways, the
Yeah.
point is it's not the presence of restaurants, it's more the frequency. Like if you're taking your kid to McDonald's like once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's fine. If you're taking your kid there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, when you're doing that, that's where the problems creep in. When you're taking your kid to McDonald's 4 times a week and then he spends all day inside playing PlayStation, that's a problem.
Bad parenting.
No, because we
101.
didn't get a PlayStation until a full year after the PS2 came out, right? And I was in middle school at the time, so
First
I
world
was
problems.
old enough to play PlayStation 1, to play Nintendo, to play whenever the GameCube came out, I was old enough for that. We just didn't have it, and so up until then, and even after, because whenever we got the PlayStation, we got like a bunch of crappy racing games, and that's it. Like we didn't get the good stuff. Like we didn't get like Splinter Cell or Call of Duty or Halo or
Yeah, we didn't get Halo for the PS2. You're right.
we definitely didn't. You know what my point is. Anyways, screw you. Anyways, the point is like, so we were
Hardcore
outside
gamer.
like playing games, climbing trees. Even when we moved here, we used to live in another town. When we moved here, we would like run out in the woods and play games, and we would play like 3 versus 1, me being the one. Military games.
That wasn't all we played. We played 2v2.
Yeah, but like I kicked your ass.
No, you didn't.
Oh my gosh, yes I did.
No.
There were a couple times when it was like 1v3, and I like ran around the entire part. We live on like like an acre and a
I
half.
don't think
2
you ever
acres.
played one. I don't think we ever played 1v3.
We did, and I
I
killed
don't think
all
it
of
was
you.
1v3.
I distinctly
I think
because
it was you versus me and Phil. I don't think Tim played when we played 1v3.
it might have been just a
I don't
2v.
think we ever played 1v3.
But like
Tim was usually
I
on your team.
I came up
why.
the hill and like killed one of you, and then ran around the entire property and came from the other direction. They had no idea. They're like, you came from every direction. It was.
I
great.
did that once in paintball. I went around the edge of the forest we were in and came at them from behind.
Nice.
The only problem about that is it's hard to tell. Like once you get behind them, you're like, are these my guys? Can't really tell.
You know, they actually have a version of paintball where you play with like gun style ARs, where you have like magazine fed guns. I really like. Once I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I need to do this.
There's no
and,
cops do.
and you should take your girlfriend with you. Future.
Yes,
Future.
I will
tense.
take my girlfriend.
Your
with me.
future girlfriend. you
Thanks
should take
for
your
reminding
your
me.
future-
Forever single, forever alone.
That's your problem, not mine.
Hashtag.
I already
Is
know
that a
I'm dateable.
hashtag? Hashtag.
That's we're not gonna do. No,
Yes.
no.
Yep.
Twitter. I'm on Twitter more than I'm on Facebook, and even I think that's a disgrace.
What, the hashtag?
No, you doing that.
Oh. I think hashtags on Facebook are so stupid. Like
They
it's
are.
totally a ripoff. Like come up with your own thing, Zuckerberg.
Okay,
Is it
okay.
Berg or
So
Berger?
quiz
Berg.
time. Okay, what would be a romantic date? Just come up with one in your head right now.
Walking through chimney rocks.
Nice, for real.
No, I'm serious.
But you got to do more than that. You got to paint a picture for me. Paint a picture of a romantic scene, of a romantic thing. You can do this.
I like bananas.
I knew you were gay, but that's a different point. Anyways, no, seriously. Like, okay, what counts?
I'll probably have to ask Tim about that. He's the romantic one.
He did. Okay, so
I'm like
so
the
check this out.
opposite of Tim.
Check this out. I can't believe. Okay, so my little brother is dating. Has been dating a girl for 2 years now, a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
And he just left for the Navy, about 6 months ago. 6 months, a little over 6 months. No, under 6 months. Less than 6 months ago.
Let's just put it this way.
Let's go. No, you don't.
He
get the
went to
mic.
boot camp on October 6th of last year.
Yes, but he didn't get. He went out. He left for another country, on leave, or not on leave, on assignment.
Wow, you know so much about the
I
military,
do.
don't you?
I do. Anyways, so he calls my mom. I think it was last month, and he says, "Hey, mom, can you get my girlfriend?" And he go to McDonald's and pick up. And he has my mom pick up his girlfriend's favorite McDonald's meal. Okay, which is kind of cool, and sends it to her and has her bring it to her with a long stem rose and I think a note that he mailed her for his girlfriend for their 2-year and second month anniversary.
It's pathetic.
It was.
It makes me want to vomit.
It was cute though.
They're
was cute.
They're like the same person pretty much. So yeah, being around them is kind of difficult
it's
if you're
like
alone.
him squared. He's the youngest of the family too, so he's like the high energy, like doing ridiculous stuff. We could give a couple stories about him, but we're not because this is about our impressive knowledge.
I kind of want to give stories about him.
Wait, what's that?
I kind of want to give stories about him, like how he used to steal our stuff and sell it to us or give it to us as gifts. I don't think you were here then.
I don't think I was. Well, how old was he?
I think it was when you were gone because I only remember Phil being involved and me.
That's kind of really weird for
He
him.
stole our stuff and gave it to us as gifts.
And he wasn't like 12.
I don't know.
Was this when I was in college?
I think so.
This was when I was in college.
Yeah.
And so
I
I was
You were some
18,
you
19.
weren't there, I don't think.
I was like 19 at the time, which would have put you as 13. Oh yeah, it would have been. Okay, that I can accept that. I can totally accept that happening. How he would have thought that was a good idea, though,
It's Tim.
don't know. I don't know.
He's weird.
I don't know. He probably had the roughest puberty out of all of us.
I don't know about that. That's like a really weird thing to say. It's
Well,
like
you and Tim.
it's like saying I don't know why, but the comparison of the way you said that just makes me think of a woman's period stretched out over a couple of years is what
Said
puberty is.
Puberty, not
Yeah,
period.
but the way you said it's like he had the roughest puberty out of all of us. Those years, man.
Well, yeah, like there was a whole bunch of shit that happened. Like a whole bunch of like not cool stuff that like would seriously fuck up any normal person. But then when you include like it happened when they were going through puberty or like just before actually. Just before he went through puberty.
It happened to me after puberty.
For you?
It's probably started before.
Puberty is ages like 12 to 14, not 2 to 4.
I think I was
12 to 14.
How old was I?
12 to 15.
I was in 9th grade, I think. 8th grade? I think it was in 8th grade.
Good memory.
14. I think I was 14. It was after puberty. I know.
Tim's 2 years younger than you, Joe.
I remember when they dropped.
No, you didn't. You don't remember. You were a bit younger when they dropped, Joe.
I have the day marked in my calendar.
That's a weird thing. Do you celebrate the anniversary of your balls dropping?
Every New Year's.
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened on New Year's. Is that what you're saying?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
So it just dropped one at a time then?
No, both at the same time. There was a lot of clanging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the people celebrated? Okay.
Yeah.
He's not mine. I did not know. I don't have any responsibility for you.
Yeah, he was my oldest brother. Supposed to set a good example.
I tried, and he just didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
He didn't pick it
You know,
up.
it's funny. When I was with Grandma in Norway, I got all the stories like, John used to beat you up when you were younger.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
we
Until we
would
got
wrestle.
yeah, we would wrestle. It was totally consensual, guys. She was just drunk.
It was.
That's not the stories we heard.
I don't know what stories.
Grandma
no one
said
ever
that-
broke any.
Grandma
Grandma
said
is
there was a
not
lot-
an authority on
I'm
anything
just saying.
regarding.
And
She
all I
was-
know is that I'm pretty
She was
sure
on a
as-
different
as
level. She was on
soon-
a different portion of the house, and
And we
never
would
left
come
it.
running to her crying, saying John was beating us.
I don't remember this.
That's because you were beating us. and she was
We
afraid.
are not going to ever speak of this again.
And then we grew up and learned, hey, there's 3 of us and only 1 of him.
I do. If I did, I'm sorry. Apparently I was a dick when I was a kid.
No.
Hey,
arguing
you guys. Hey,
here.
no. We had a past conversation where also we recognize that certain other people in the family were also dicks. I'm looking at you on the TV screen, Joe.
It looks like you're looking at the light.
Joe. No.
I'm looking at you, but not looking at you to all the
Joe.
viewers.
Joe. The point is, we all have sins. I do feel bad, but no. Later on, we would wrestle, and I would take on like 3 of you at once, and I would.
That never happened.
I know. There's been one time
There's only one time I
there was-
ever remember wrestling you.
No,
and it was
I
just
wrestled.
me,
I
and
wrestled.
I think Tim was watching.
No, I've wrestled
And you
2 of
wrestled
you at
Phil.
once. I've wrestled
You-
2 of you
nope.
at once at least
Nope.
once, and I've wrestled
Nope.
3 of you.
Nope.
And all 3, it was like a stalemate. But 2 of you I was able to pin at once. Like I like pinned one of you. I probably pinned you with like my legs, and then I pinned Phil with my arms.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That actually happened.
I don't believe you because you have all these
did.
really grandiose stories about you beating us all 3 of us at once. And I
Well,
feel like
it's
you're
not.
bullshitting.
No, I didn't say I beat all 3 of you. I stalemated. Like I kept you off me. It was a lot of effort.
I don't believe you.
But now Joe and I have
I don't
like
remember this.
MMA style fought each other,
Shh.
and
We used boxing gloves.
and he got some good hits in.
We used boxing gloves.
We did. No, we didn't.
Shut up.
We used MMA gloves.
We used boxing gloves.
Anyways, I think the first time in terms of tap
pressing
outs.
assault charges.
No, both times I beat you in number of tap outs, but you still got me. Did you get me once?
I think we tied. I think we
You-
came to the consensus that the
Almost.
amount of times that each of us won a round was tied.
Well, no, the first time I definitely beat you. The second time you got enough good hits on me that if you had followed through
That made
instead of
you
me going,
stop?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like a tap
If
out
we-
by him not wanting to continue.
Hey, you got some cheap hits in there too, like in the eyeball.
I didn't hit you in the eye. I didn't. Yeah, I did. It wasn't that hard though. I held back.
Oh, sorry. I only
He's a
I
pansy.
hit you in like the softest organ in your body. It's basically a sac surrounded by surrounding fluid, but at least I didn't hit it hard.
I didn't hit you in the eyeball.
Yeah, wait till
I
someone
hit
kicks you.
around. the
Have you ever
eye.
gotten kicked in the nuts and had someone go, "Oh, I didn't hit you that hard"?
I got shot by a paintball in the nuts.
How'd that feel?
Pretty sucky.
Yeah.
I also got shot in the neck the same day.
Was that Phil?
No, never played paintball with Phil.
Look at
Actually, I
that.
have. We were on the
It
same
wasn't
team.
me.
It wasn't with you
Oh.
or anyone
Told you.
related to us.
Anyways, how does this relate to women?
Women like balls, paintball.
I mean, yes and no. Well, sometimes. Maybe.
I would assume once you
I mean,
get
we're not
past
talking
all
about
the-
sex. We're talking about women
Oh,
without the sex.
there's a difference. That was a joke.
I mean,
Humor.
sometimes there's a difference between women and sex.
Ask all the LGBTs. What are you doing? You just stop. Stop. No. I don't know him.
Raise your hand if you're still a virgin.
I was actually going to build the mic forward.
Raise your hand, Joe. Raise your hand.
I'm proud to not have had sex
He's
yet.
been with many hookers.
I do use
Just couldn't
hangers.
follow through. It's like the worst way.
Didn't I get advice from a certain someone about how sex without relationship sucks?
It does. Well,
yeah, no relationships in my past, so no sucky sex.
but
or
what if you got $5?
I don't buy women.
She's sucky.
No.
She love you long time.
Stop. Is that Full Metal Jacket?
Yes, that is from Full Metal Jacket. That was the funny part of the movie until the depressing part
What?
of the movie.
That was not the funny part. The funny
That
part
was
was when the
definitely-
drill sergeant came in and was like,
That was
do you want to eat watermelon? Well, we don't have watermelon here. Private snowballs.
yeah, no, but the non-funny part was definitely the part where it was like, oh, now this guy's gonna go apeshit and kill him. That was like that was the non-funny. That was like the oh
yeah, we're watching a movie
Oh.
about Vietnam. I forgot about that.
yes. We just watched Rambo.
Good movie.
Rambo 1 for the first time, and it turned like it was like, you know, the way people paint is like, oh, it's like a man's movie, like, you know, like if you haven't watched this and you can't claim a man card. It turns out to be like a movie about a guy with PTSD who has a freak out.
Are you saying soldiers with PTSD or freakouts aren't manly?
I'm just saying. Ironically, that was kind of the point of Full Metal Jacket too, but Full Metal Jacket had some humor in it. Like the entire plot of Rambo is Rambo gets picked up by a bunch of dick cops. The cops act like dicks to Rambo, triggering a PTSD meltdown. Rambo then escapes and they pursue him, further triggering the PTSD. They get the shit kicked out of them because they suck. And then they're like, we're really mad that we got the shit kicked out of us because we were dicks to a guy with PTSD. Let's go try to kill him. And then the whole thing just evolves into like a war scenario of like one man taking out an entire town. And then like at the end, he has a total mental breakdown, cries, and the movie ends.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit weird, but I liked it.
It was good. It's like, it sucks. It sucks. It's good.
John
It's good.
Rambo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, actually, you know what? No, I don't think you could get a. Well, I mean, there are girls who would watch it.
You can get girls to watch it.
You can't. But like, if a girl has to pick between Beauty and the Beast and John Rambo,
Dude, Beauty and the Beast.
there's a lot of girls who love that.
Yeah. And guys.
Joe,
I was in the play for it.
give it over. Give it over.
You have no right to ask
Your
for-
man card.
You have no
I
right
was
to
the
ask-
one who had you watch that movie.
I was already planning on watching the movie. Pretty sure I've seen more manly. You're gonna touch another man sexually and then ask for his man card. Yeah, that makes sense, John.
Now there's gonna be someone watching this who's gonna be like, I wonder if he molested his brothers. I wonder if he
Remember
if
the
he sexually molested
Beating the
them.
crap out of it was literal, actually.
If there's any molestation that happened, he molested everyone else with his mouth and his words. And it's sucky a long time.
I wasn't even like, I don't even think I talked that much whenever you were living with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, no, but for real, if there was, I'm not going to say I'm going to have an answer for this because I probably don't. But if there was one thing, is one thing that you would desire to know about women or how men relate to women, what would be something that popped in your mind?
I don't really have any questions.
Good, because I don't have any answers.
Sweet.
How do you get a woman to love you?
I like how you said that in the most like, I just want a woman to love me voice.
That was the point. That was
How-
intentional.
How do I get
Don't
a
point it
woman-
out. You just
how
gotta
do
play
I
with the
get a
bit. You
woman
have to
to love me.
If I start a bit, you have to complete it. You can't just like be like, "Oh, you just totally did this." I'm like, great, Fantastic. I'm glad you recognized what I was doing.
see, little grasshopper.
First, you must visualize the woman with her clothes on because that's important. Visualize the woman.
I can't. What? Visualizer? No, with her clothes on. Stop watching porn.
Well, see, it's kind of funny because one of the things that I noticed is like guys who want to talk to women, like when I make a habit of trying to like whenever I feel in a social mood, I try to talk to everybody, not just like looking for attractive girls. Because I don't know if you noticed, but like when you see a girl and you're like, I want to make her attracted to me because I feel attracted to her. Like as soon as that thought enters your mind, it's like you're dead. Like you can't do it. You can't do. You just sit there paralyzed, and like you can't do that. Like instead, you have to like get yourself moving, being social, and talking with. You know what? One of the interesting thoughts that I've had that got me out of doing stupid stuff like that was seeing a girl and seeing a girl that like was like really attractive and thinking to myself, now it's time for me to be attractive, and then just going and like just talking to everybody and just like being really charismatic and having fun.
Yep.
And then the girl like just bought something and left because it was at a Sheetz and but you know, I had a whole bunch of fun conversations, so she missed out.
How come all our stories have happened at Sheetz? That's kind of weird.
I was working there at the time.
Especially since not that many people know what Sheetz is.
No, all of Pennsylvania, man. All of Pennsylvania.
Some of Ohio.
And
some people in the South
and
now.
some in Virginia and West Virginia.
Who cares about West Virginia?
And
I found out while I was in Navy boot camp that West Virginia jokes isn't just a PA thing or like an Eastern thing.
Really?
It's like everywhere thing.
Well, yeah, because they're like the background Hicks. They're like the northern version of Georgians and Alabamians.
And then, but it's funny because like Kentucky apparently is the one that like everyone looks down on even more. No one talks about it though.
That's because there's nothing interesting about it.
I think it's just funny.
It's like because
I like their accents.
Well, here's the thing: there's nothing about Kentucky to say except for the fact that there's a whole bunch of rivers in the state, and it looks like a piece of fried chicken.
And there's bluegrass.
Yeah, but like that, whatever.
It's pretty
bluegrass.
Cool. I think it's cool that West Virginia became a state because of
in other words, Kansas doesn't have the rep of there being like a whole bunch of Southern retards. I'm not saying all people in the South are retards, but I'm saying like.
Are you talking about Kentucky or Kansas? Why are you talking about Kansas?
I said West Virginia.
You said Kansas.
I meant West Virginia.
All I'm saying is by like 2 minutes going through West Virginia, like just proved all stereotypes.
No, they smoke a ton down in West Virginia and in Virginia. And there's a lot of people who will drive over state lines just to buy smokes in Virginia.
Because they're cheaper.
So there's a couple stores.
You can't drive over state lines.
There's a couple stores
into Virginia, can you?
In Virginia that get like $10,000 worth of cigarettes shipped to it every other day.
Wow.
Like I ran routes. I drove in a semi truck for a while.
Are you talking about
as I would drive in the passenger? I would be in the passenger seat and I would help unload the truck.
You have to go through Maryland to get to Virginia, don't you? I don't
Virginia, but not West Virginia.
Yeah, but you keep saying Virginia.
What? No, I said West Virginia.
And then you keep saying Virginia.
West Virginia, bitch.
They're two different states now. The Civil War happened.
This guy's crazy. Anyways, the point is I think there was like a store or two in Virginia, and then we would also do West Virginia. Anyways, right in that area, people drive over state lines in order to get cigarettes because of the lower taxes. So I remember specifically there was a store that I offloaded an entire pallet of cigarettes to the one store of just cigarettes.
Was it a refined pallet?
No, it was cigarettes, man.
Oh. Cigars, I guess, are the refined
cigarettes
pallet.
Like destroy your sense of taste.
How do you know?
Because I know people who smoke and they told me.
Who smokes? Our brother does. He was in the Marines.
I'm sorry, I can't work with this guy. He's just too fucking.
No one can hear you when you do that. It just looks like you're weirdly pointing at me.
I was.
Were you?
Indeed.
Oh, I'm glad we clarified.
It was another bit. You're ruining it now. Okay, well, since you don't know anything about women, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about women if you don't care.
We could talk about something else.
It's like 2 a.m.
It's past 2. We're good. You're gonna stay up
What was
later
the song
anyway.
that we? Actually, I need to go to bed soon
Why do you need to go to bed?
because I have a place to be in the morning or in the afternoon.
What time in the
Anyways,
afternoon?
what was that? What? Oh yeah, that's right. All right, ready for our ending song?
No.
You do. You are ready.
I don't know what we're singing.
Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Your turn.
I don't know the words. I don't listen to that song that much.
Birds fly. You were singing it earlier today, motherfucker.
Notice how I didn't sing the whole song? There's a reason for that.
Birds flying high. You know how I feel.
Like I wish I were deaf.
You know then. Come on. The lead up to the chorus. It's a new dawn. Joe.
It's not dawn.
It's a new day. It's a new life. Really? For me.
I'm raising my eyebrows right
And
now.
I'm feeling
Good.
You suck.